Einstein always says it best. And he said, problems can't be solved at the same level of awareness that created them. And what we need is that new awareness to apply to how we raise our food, how we generate and store our energy, how we make our medicines, how we transport, how we communicate. And with that new level of awareness, we have a chance, just a chance, at moving onto a more sustainable trajectory where our world, our civilization, our society can actually stop relying on depleting, degrading, and toxic approaches to meeting the needs of the modern world. So when, as scientists and engineers, we get these insights, we get these new awareness, it's important to be able to communicate those to the public. It's important to be able to communicate those to people that make our laws and fund our research and people that we meet on the street, our relatives. And people often ask me, how do you make the case for new science, new engineering around sustainability? And I often give the advice of speak the language of the tribe you're talking to. In other words, if you're talking to a business person, then you're going to want to show how this is going to be more profitable, economically beneficial, increase competitiveness. If you're talking to an environmentalist, you tell them how these approaches will help protect the planet and the ecosystems and the biodiversity that life depends on. If you're talking to a scientist, then you tell them why this is such a great fundamental scientific challenge. All of these will be equally true. You're not saying one thing to one person and another to a different person. All of them are equally true. You're just delivering the message in ways that that audience can hear it. It's going to be essential that people who are involved in science and technology are able to communicate the imperative not only of the problems, but the importance of the solutions, the innovations of tomorrow. Now, am I confident that we can do that? Absolutely. We absolutely have the ability to move on to a sustainable path. The question is, will we? Will we do it with the urgency and the intensity and the focus that we need to? I'm an optimistic person. I think we will because we can, and we will because we must. So Isaac Newton is famous for saying, I have seen the horizon because I stand on the shoulders of giants. Now that's usually interpreted that Einstein is praising the giants, the great intellects that came before him. But implicit in that quote is that the giants couldn't see the horizon. When we look at where we are, we need to recognize that as much as we respect and appreciate the brilliance of people who have come in the past, our professors, our mentors, that they are giants that cannot see the horizon. You can see the horizon. Young students can see the horizon. And the only debt that you owe to that giant is reaching out a hand to those that come next.